What's up, fellow gamers? Phreak here. Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. For me, it is Wednesday, and on, I think, Monday of this week, they launched new story content that I played through a bit on my first playthrough. But it is time to load up our Chrome difficulty run, and yeah, let's go see if we get some stuff to unlock for us. Now, we do still have a couple of regular raids in front of us. We're not going to go to the new stuff right away, but I'm going to try to stay sort of ahead of the curve and have cool stuff going on. So a couple of thoughts I have. Once again, thanks to JJ for the comments. I had realized it independently when I played through on sort of like the primary playthrough. Was like, man, level 2 cyberdeck programs are a lot better than level 1 cyberdeck programs. So I'm actually going to go ahead and, so yeah, I don't have access to any better cyberdecks than I have already. I'm already running this thing. Going to the level 3 deck actually gives me fewer action points, which I don't think is very good. But I can sort programs by powerful and rare. And these are, unfortunately, relatively expensive. With prices increasing on Chrome, I can't really get a lot of these things up. I did choose to spend the roughly 1 million to get my... what's it called? My first weapon, which is going to be done crafting pretty soon. But yeah, so let me just double check. Max program rating is level 5 here for this cyber deck. Even if I go to the level 3 cyber deck, it's still max program rating 5. And of course, when we start with is program rating 4. So until we have someone sell us $1 million cyber decks, we can't go above program level 5, which is going to be kind of the tough thing here. Thankfully, even the level 2 programs here are still rating 4, so even if I never upgraded my base deck, these things would still be purchasable. You can see Nuke 2 is unbuyable, it's at level 8, but things like Trace Vector, yeah, so I couldn't get Attack 3, I could get Scan 3. Basically, the way this works out, right, like, let's go back to sorting by name. Let's look at, like, Attack 1, 2, and 3, right? So you notice that the bandwidth goes from 80 to 160 to 220. Of course, the rating goes up, right? 3, 5, 6, sure. The loading cost is still always 5. The difference, though, is, right, 2 uses, 2 uses, 3 uses, right? So, right, the per AP there is nicer. I think in many of these cases, well, the action point cost of actually using it changes. Like, let's go to Scan, for example. Yeah, so every program always loads for 5. Attacks are all going for 5 as active, but, like, I scan for 3. At level 2, I scan for 2. At level 3, I scan for 1. Now, right, if I get, I don't know, what is like 7 or 8 scans for 140 versus 4 scans for 60, this is still worse on an IO basis. Also, right, they're larger Jenga pieces, they're larger Tetris pieces, and so, you know, I might have like 100 IO left, and it's like, oh, I can only load a level 1 or 2 scan, I couldn't fit level 3 scan, I can't prorate it, right? But obviously the like, oh, I load it once for 5 AP, and then I get 8 scans for 1 AP, is way more efficient in terms of action points per scan, like individual scan on a node, than level 1. Even if the IO per individual scan is worse, the actual AP is better. And so that is the core trade-off of the program system. That is what you are trading off, what you're getting for what you're paying, is action point versus IO rate. Now, as it's standard for me right now, I have had the IO to spare. I have not had the AP to spare. And so I'm trying to think, like, what is the most efficient thing to load in terms of saving AP? And my instinct is actually that it's probably Scan 3. I'm not 100% sure. It's 80 more IO every time I run it, but I'm going to save so many action points that as long as I'm not getting it deloaded too often, we should be okay. Like, Deception, to be fair, goes half, right? I get 3 charges at 2 AP versus 2 charges at 4. So, right, 5 plus 4 plus 4 is 13 for 2 ice. This would be 11 for 3, which is obviously a pretty substantial upgrade as well. The IO bump is 60, right? When I go for Scan, the IO bump is 80. I truly don't know. I have not bothered to, like, nerd out to know the exact math of exactly what the right choice is here. Another option as well, by the way, is Decoy. If I have the bandwidth to spare, I can load up Decoy. The cool thing about Decoy is it doesn't take up that much IO. It also, because it's a loaded program, it only ever takes up 5 AP to load. And so Decoy is useful when you have these high-level programs that, you know, take 140 every time you reload them. And they've got so many charges that you really don't want to have to keep reloading them because there's so much value if it gets deloaded. That, like, oh, I can load up Decoy. it only soaks up 80, and it volunteers to be unloaded first. And while it's there, it's also going to give me deck shield and armor, which means I can even like not run. You know, I could like choose to not put on like hard shell or something. I can save those action points, load decoy for fewer action points, and then if I get an escalation that deloads a program, I lose 80 or 100, and I don't lose 140. I don't lose, you know, disarm 2 is 120, deception 2 is 120, right? I don't have to reload these things. And so, you know, if I get attack 3, it's 220, right? If I have nukes are 260 for just level 1, right? Imagine you get this deloaded, you are screwed on IO, right? So that's the core conceit here. I'm going to double check real quick. Yeah, this next mission we're running is going to have hacking optional on it. It's a Bodyguard mission with 2 hacking hosts on it. And so I figured, hey, Bodyguard mission is going to pay me. I have 1 stolen account that I can sell at some point. Like, that's going to be kind of useful. I have some mods I might eventually sell, whatever. You know, I could have, again, chosen to not build the nanofab, not do all this stuff, and I could have bought a suite of level 2 programs for a while. That may have actually been the better choice, and I should have prioritized upgrading my hacker piecemeal. Eventually, I can also, I'm not going to do it now, but I could like put this guy down for a nap. I could put him into cyber surgery, and I could give him a neural toner. It's going to cost $250,000. It's going to take me out 9 days, but I get 120 IO, which is so huge, right? It's a full 1 extra program per mission, and I even get like 11 AP from tech plus this, right? It's like a pretty big deal here. So that's a neural toner, or I can go neural accelerator. Neural accelerator gives me, I mean, this is a combat implant, to be fair, but it would give me, you know, some reaction, some tech, whatever. It's going to compete in the slots, so I'm not going to do it. Another option, by the way, is upgrade the Matrix link. I can upgrade this to level 2, right? 6 days, 160k is not horrible. It actually repairs some connection health. What I get is 5 Matrix AP and 1 tech. And, you know, at some point it's going to be worthwhile, but not right now. But yeah, next time I have some meaningful downtime and, you know, a mission or 2's worth of money to spend, we can jam Neural Toner and get 120 IO and 10 action points. And this, again, lets me very easily go to level 2 programs, which, yeah, probably pretty worthwhile here. So, a lot of things to consider, a lot of competing priorities. I'm a fan of those. Like they're pretty cool overall, but just, yeah, a lot of sort of things to think about and balance against one another. And one thing that's also cool about the some of the recent additions is that there's more legwork to do, and so there's more people worth having on staff. So I actually probably want to increase my barracks relatively soon to having a 10th person. So I'm just going to start on this right now, but I am going to go ahead and say, hey, I'm doing these hacking missions. They're going to be coming up here. I'm going to drop some money on that and go ahead and say, yes, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to buy some programs. And I'm not sure if I want to go all the way out for Scan 3. I'm not sure. It's not that much more expensive than the thing where it's only 60k more. I don't really want to have both. I'm going to shell out and then hope it's not wrong. But there's a chance that it's wrong. I can afford one more program, and what it's probably going to be is Sleaze. Let's see, what's the better upgrades? Go back to sorting by name. So if I upgrade Sleaze, right, I go from 9 plus 5 is 14 for 3 programs, and this will become 13 for 4 programs, right? 8 plus 5. That's not significantly better. Minus 1 AP plus 1 charge. Doesn't seem as good as maybe like Deception going down. Like, yeah, it's twice the QBs. Like, it's twice the IO for only 50% more, you know, debunking. But I think this is the play here, and it's Deception 2, and this is our second program. I think it's the right play, and then probably next is getting the Neural Toner, and then it's grabbing the other high-level programs, and then that'll probably, you know, situate me for a decent while. Okay, so we've got 2 benches in use here. Our Detox is benches in use here as well. I believe we have like exact this number of people ready to go. We can buy our Matrix Snoop. I'm going to double check for any leverage here that I might care about. We can actually bump counter intel real quick, blow off heat for easy reasons. Hacking Station. Yeah, I don't care about Matrix damage. That's not useful to me. Field ups don't have any tokens, so not going to do anything there. And all right. It is time to run this mission. 125k is going to pay for half the Neural Toner. Well, pretty close. I'm going to lose like a third of it to my mercenaries, but that's fine. If we get it quickly, we're going to get influence. That's not going to happen. But we double check that. Okay, we do have 1 extra person sitting around. Do we care, though? Can we do anything with Shogun, actually? With 23k, probably not. I don't know what we would do here. Benches are all busy as it stands. We're not going to get a third bench for a while. Like, upgrading this thing to get a third bench is going to cost me $1 million, right? With building this and the bench cost, and that $1 million can be spent elsewhere. So, yeah, that's not us. I don't have money to go put any money in for surgery, so yeah, Shogun's going to sit out on this mission. That's fine. So our 4 mercs, right? Let's double check what I'm running. Basic silence pistol, got an AR. I have not bought AR silencers yet. I maybe should be, but I just haven't yet. She's got a sword and a pistol. He's got this AR and this pistol, and then of course he's got a shotgun. I'm gonna check real quick to see what AR silencers cost right now. Do they really not have any access to any mods? That's wild. Okay, I guess I have no one who's selling useful stuff. Wait, what? Hang on, I thought I had more stuff. Okay, what's going on here? Why am I being confused? Because I could have sworn we had higher level cybernetics available at some point. Are these just not... Oh, they're unchecked. They're too expensive, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just move on. I can't afford stuff, so let's just move forward and play the mission out. I'll sort it out later. Maybe it is getting filtered out by money. I'm not sure. Either way, these are the mercs. Let's finally run it. Oh, I griefed. I didn't load the programs. I don't have the programs on the cyber deck. Oh. Okay, well, it's a bodyguard mission. Yep, great. And I cannot... Yeah, there's no, like, go back. Well, it's Trucker HQ. We've got a Matrix host here, a Matrix host here. Our X is right there. Bodyguard missions never have loot boxes, so all we're going to do is run here, clean this up, camp until this host is done. You could turn off this camera, which, meh. These pressure plates, meh. Run over here, hack this. At least we're only having to deal with 2/3 of the area. But yeah, all right. Well, bit of a grief. I don't want to risk him turning around, so I might actually send my guys this way and knock these guys down pretty early. I'm gonna go ahead and use okay, I'm gonna burn this no matter what. And then we know roughly where people are, so I'm gonna look ahead. This dude, yeah, he's not gonna check me out for a bit. And then I care about these two. Yeah, okay, so opening patrol paths aren't scary. So let's just start waiting. I actually need to make sure I can knock this thing down. Her initiative roll is going to be 2, so we'll walk you in a straight line. No one can hear you. We see another bad guy, that's fine. Let's pop this before we have to walk into there, and then no one needs anticipation yet. I can use it at a later time, though. And let's let the bad guys move. Ah, so you are patrolling forward. I could have gotten myself a little bit too scared there, but we're okay. Gotta make sure I'm not too loud. Thankfully, you're at 11. Now, I could throw a Tox Cloud this way. Considering I'm not going to Tox Cloud over here, it actually seems kind of reasonable to run up. Let's use 1 AP. And I kind of want to do this. And have a couple, or like even go this way and have a couple guards run into it. Let's see. None of them will die to it, but I feel like there is some value. You're going to walk that way. I can't... Yeah, you're not going to get into the circle no matter where I throw it without walking up farther. Don't want to poison my team, obviously. What's the right choice for me here? Because I kind of want to maximize my usage of this kind of stuff. Send it this way, I'll hit somebody eventually. 3-turn cooldown. Honestly, I think let's just toss it this way. And it'll do like a little damage to like someone who's going to be on that bridge, and that's fine. That'll be good enough. Yeah, you're just walking around. No big deal yet. Yep, off you go. Okay, well, time to make some real choices. A lot of people can hear you, which is going to be a little tough to deal with. Okay, if I go here... If I go there, 3 can hear me. As long as I confidently believe I can knock down all 3 of these guys, which I do believe I can do, then I think we're just going to go for it. So, chance it's not great now. Yep. And then, yeah, this chance it's getting worse and worse. I'm just going to, yeah, if I walk closer, this guy hears it, so I have to burn all my shots there. So I could have used my second shot to go for a single target instead. That would have allowed me to have the focus fire buff for the final shot, but I chose to take the sort of slightly riskier, you know, 3-shot, like, burst with everything. Obviously didn't quite land, but oh well. So I want to yield down to Gemini so that we can use the sword here on the closer targets. Yeah, so we're going to have Gemini go next. So the question is, which ones do we want to kill? Right? We can go for this guy, we can go for this guy. We get 1 sword swipe here, or we get 1 sword swipe and a pistol shot there. I think sword plus pistol is appropriate in this case. In fact, I might just sword plus nothing so I can jam kit that. I'm not sure that's actually correct. You still can't hear, and you won't hear the pistol. I think, yeah, we might as well go for 1 and 1. So regular swipe. And because he's going to die that direction, he won't get seen by the camera. Light benefit there. Don't need to shoot him yet. He doesn't hear anything. That's the 1 shot we have. Decent shot there. I will anticipate you just so I know. Cool. You are still not going to see us, so we can take our sweet time if we don't make noise. That shotgun's going to be quite loud. If I go here, yeah, he's going to hear it, and he's going to hear it, so there's no way I do any of that. I'm going to use this spot to go for Biocoat. Guaranteed shot is nice. I actually realized if you Biocoat with full auto, it only applies to your primary target. You cannot, like, poison a bunch of people at once. I mistakenly believed you could, and that was incorrect. Okay, that'll be easily Venom Trap range. Nice thing about having Venom Trap on multiple charges is you can be a lot more liberal with just tossing it out there. So you're at 164, you're taking 125, so just 1 more pistol shot kills you. I believe I am not in range to Venom Trap that dude, so all I have is the pistol shot. It's not guaranteed to land, but it's likely. That's unfortunate. Okay. I can't yield anymore. Okay, so let's try to only use this much AP. He's definitely got to go take some shots here. Again, he can't yield. So, need 1 hit there. Okay, now he'll die, right? If he's below 125, he dies. Yep, he's at 92. I get a nice sneak shot here. I think I want to run so that I have 3 AP remaining. I don't care that he sees me because I don't get a surprise shot anyway. He's already alert. So just run to having 3 AP left, which gives me 2 pistol shots, which gives me the greatest chance at for sure feeling okay about this. That's a really unfortunate miss. And yeah, down at 78, we should be totally fine for the Cyberknight to get this kill. If she can't, for some reason, we still have the stun available, so it shouldn't be a big issue. And we'll be hacking on turn 2. Okay. Wow. Well, I'm glad I have Atomic Stutter. I could have used it at the very beginning, and this would have dropped, like, their armor and stuff, but... Anyway, yeah. Crit vulnerability minus armor. I mean, if I were to land, it would have done more damage, but we somehow just missed everything. It's fine. He dies to poison. He is stunned. We get absolutely no increase to tally. Nothing special anyway, right? Nothing above ordinary. Tox Cloud moves. We'll probably see a guard at some point with that. Alrighty, so... he's still stunned. I feel like letting him move, so in case we... Actually, no, why? There's no way we don't kill him on this turn. Like, there's no way. I guess the benefit would be getting to use a Venom Trap on him, so delaying does seem worthwhile. We can always delay below 13. I am, however, going to turn off that camera so my hacker can use it, but even then, I'll still keep delaying. I don't envision getting seen by anybody, right? No one's really around. The only guards are just... Yeah, this guy's too far away. He's also going the other direction. This guy already knows where he's going. Yeah, we can just delay here. Alright. And you're going to turn to the right. Cool. And then you're stunned. Okay, time to clean stuff up. Shotgun can still be heard by this dude. Okay, no, please go in a straight line. Good enough for now. And then, can I get you anywhere useful? I can get you there to throw a poison trap. Which I don't hate, but, like, I feel like I shouldn't need it. I can still yield down if I need it at the very end. I can do that, but I shouldn't need it. So, we're going to have you participate. Let's try to go down to... I mean, reload costs 2, right? So I'd have to go down to 4 AP. Let's just run all the way up here and just go for a regular shot. Yeah, you have 2 AP left. I don't care. That's good enough. Nothing changes between having 1 and 2 AP, really. The only guys who can hear are those two. It's not a big deal. Gemini's not going to get a sword range anytime soon, so let's just shoot the pistol with 3 AP. Which arch, or maybe even 4. Technically optimal to reload, shoot if I'm wanting to maintain focus fire. I want to shoot back to back so I get this 5% chance to hit buff. It's not very big, but it does exist. So I can go walk around. Again, we know he's not really contesting us right now. He went out of poison on his own, which is fine. Leaving everyone with 25 health is actually fairly desirable because they don't start a body timer. That will hopefully be in range to Magnet over. And I regret not putting the programs in. That would have made my life easier. Oh well. So let's start with the CPU and then work our way back. That way I get to knock down some security tally. I'm not going to burn Spoof this turn if I can help it because I'm low on AP already. Do want to walk this way though, and then I'll go up afterwards. So I can kind of go up here, and then we'll just start here and then we'll figure out the rest later. Cool. Lots of traps and active ice to get rid of. If you download, so the pacing here is pretty easy. Obviously kill everything. Yeah, 0 interrupt costs 10. So I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. I can scan, and that will put me at 0 AP remaining. Or, I mean, it doesn't really change anything. It's a difference of 2 AP. Like, I was considering walking over then pausing. And then I would just like, yeah, we'll scan here and it's fine. Only 3 ice is not too bad. I'll walk over and see how bad it is, and then maybe not bother using it. But I'm not sure what else I would bother to use 0 interrupt on, honestly. Whatever, we'll figure it out next turn. But as you see, on my first turn I had 120 IO left, which is not a ton. But would have allowed me to load like 1 more big program instead of having like, you know, maybe instead of loading disarm twice, I loaded disarm 2 once. Something like that. Anyway, done for now. Alright, non-Perel. You can shoot that guy whenever. We can wait another turn for it. The big thing is getting rid of this dude. Can I get at him for 3? Yes. Alright, this gives me 2 pistol shots. And if it really goes poorly, he always dies to Venom Trap here, so... Great. Don't have to worry about it. And then, nice crit. Okay, well, first 2 set of guards are cleaned out. We could move forward early and knock down more of this. I do not have corpse removal. I unspec'd it from my Scourge, so these things are going to time out and make us, you know, sad. At some point. But now it's fine, right? We started the host on turn 2. That's pretty good. We're on the correct side of the map. Yep, this moved up enough to catch them, so now we get some info on where some bad guys are. Yeah, really, I think it is worth moving up. Just do it 1 AP at a time. Don't want to get surprised by anything. Looks like we're okay. There's the guys on the bridge. We knew they were going to be. There almost always are in this layout. Hit the reloads. Again, we can go kind of slowly here. This camera's going to turn on. I mean, I could security scramble it and keep it off for a bit longer. I think that's reasonable. The spell comes back, you know, only 4 turns. It's not too bad. Alrighty, so What's the damage? Damage to Cyberdeck. Load a program and program loading. So I can disarm this. I can scan. If it has active ice, right? So it's 4 to disarm no matter what. I'm going to scan no matter what. Walking off and back on costs 2. I think I'm allowed to save 0 interrupt, and it's actually AP efficient. So let's deceive you. Let's scan. And we see 2 traps and a passive, which means I can sneak on by, and it's totally fine. So use a program, download an account. Okay, well, obviously always in this order. And so yeah, you'll notice that... That's annoying. Okay, I'm not going to bother reloading programs to do this. Actually, everything's gone anyway, so we can just leave. Which is kind of great. I don't need to... Well, okay, so here's the next question, right? Which is... I have to get down one of these two, right? I either take this down, and then go like this, and then loop back this way, which is pretty ugly. Or I go through here, take this stuff, and then back. Or I disable the second time. But I believe, like, right on the way back, just going 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'd have to go through here anyway, so, like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we bypass this, come through here, do this loop, and then go back. And... you know, this 1, 2, 3, 4 is faster than this 1, 2 with the disarms. So we're going to go around. And you can see I have plenty of AP, and, you know, I've used 0 of my in and out right now. So prevents connection. So here's the thing. I have to get rid of this because I know I'm going to load more programs to knock this stuff down. Of course, here's all my program reloading. It's fine. I could have actually loaded everything here. It's only 1 tally per action. That would have been probably better. Let's go ahead and load our spoof token now because we're going to need it. Block 1 escalation. Get rid of this. When you use a program, when you load a program, I just won't load any programs. Out of AP for the turn. That's fine. Next turn we go. But yeah, AP has been my limiter pretty heavily here, right? And I have most turns plenty of IO left, so this is why getting level 2 and 3 programs would have saved me quite a bit of time. I needed to make this choice sooner. This is kind of my fault for not doing so. But basically level 2 programs, then getting the Neural Toner, and then getting level 5 Cyber Deck would be kind of the order of operations here. You're over there. I don't really care about you. You're not going to do anything useful. I don't think he's gonna walk past my hacker. So just take our time, run forward. I will probably end up trying to Toxic Cloud these guys and just park on the bridge for a bit because we're still several turns away from my hacker being ready. And as long as he can run in a straight line every turn, we're not slowing down our mission at all. So we'll be patient. We'll get our reloads. And we'll get set up for him to run across the map. Alright, so we got our basic escalation. Ulto has been sent to intercept. I'm not sure what he's intercepting. I feel like we didn't make any noise yet. I don't think we've been seen by the AI. At least not this turn. I think we are next turn, though. Maybe about a time I actually did timeout and I missed it. That's entirely possible. Anyway, let's go give everyone, including my hacker, some action points, because that's what he's limited by. I will just delay down to everyone going below 10. These guys never move. So that part's pretty safe. Okay, last download, scan. Sleeping if you load a program. Let's be careful about what's being used here. Move over. If you download, if you load a program. Okay, we'll have to loading programs here yet. Unless this... Actually, this will always have more trap ice. So, realistically, I do have to take this one down. And then reload, disarm. I will always need it. Yeah, so more trap ice there. Passive ice here. Let's see what the... If you use a program, if you exit, that's easy. If you exit, I care about that, so disarm you. Let's go ahead and throw down Scapegoat so we don't get escalations from the CPU getting crushed. So 3 scapegoat tokens, walk over, null op 1, null op 2, scan, escalation as expected, but we spike it back down to 1 and we're kind of chilling. This actually is probably the 0 interrupt angle, right? I have to get through all 4 of these, and then I can walk back and just knock these down. This feels like a really good use of 10 AP. Let's find out. So we've got use a program, load a program. So what I would do here, right, is this would steal 10 AP. This would hurt my connection. So I would disarm this and lose connection health, right? I would spend 4, 8, I would spend 11 and lose some connection health, but that's fine. Because I don't have to load any programs, so like all I'd really be doing is knocking down 3 ice, and yeah, I feel like I'm still going to just save 0 interrupt. Because I can handle this and it's fine. Well, I'm going to do it anyway because I have to reload those programs anyway, and like getting rid of 3 is fine, so let's just do it. We'll run all the way back over, and then we'll start dealing with the rest of this. So during the 4th turn, I'll be fine. But again, if I had more efficient programs, I'd be going a lot farther, and it might still take me 4 turns, but it'd still be a better look. Alright, let's just delay down to past the guards. Ooh, please don't find me. Okay, cool. You stop short. That's good. Yeah, Delta's doing nothing. Alright, so I'm going to yield to Circuit. He's going to walk up and do poison things. You can get this far without being seen, so I will send you that far. And I'm going to send this in a straight line so that it'll eventually let us go out to the left. Yeah, it's like, if you go kind of like this, it should eventually get out of my way. This just barely doesn't hit. But I really can't walk any... I mean, I can walk, like, the barest fraction of a step, and that actually might make this hit, but I'm just going to choose to be nervous here and not do it, even though it probably would be fine. I think going for the shots here is not correct. I think we just let everyone kind of line up here, just outside the vision cone, and then we just kind of go hard next turn. We'll get relatively high initiative rolls. That said, we actually probably want them to skip a turn first anyway. We'll just kind of line up the crew. Yeah, most of us couldn't even fully shoot next turn if we wanted to. We've got our stun back. I'll rewind my hacker later. I shouldn't need to go for a big rewind yet. If I wanted to, I could put down this wall and not be seen, but I don't expect him to see me. I guess I could anticipation. Oh, I can't. He's not in range. It's fine. I'm sure it'll all be fine. I'm not going to use blend either. So there's the first tick of poison damage. It's +5 tally now, of course. And they weren't told to do anything by the AI. I don't have look ahead available yet, not for another turn, but I think letting them be 75 health lower by waiting is going to be the right choice. And unless I get lied to, they shouldn't be endangering me. If they do endanger me, it's going to be really ugly, and we're going to take a lot of damage. But it should be totally fine. Alright, tally doesn't seem like a very big deal. We'll save AP instead. Scan, we know everything. So everything here has 2 traps and a passive. So it's just going to be the same stuff over and over and over again. Okay, these are both load a program, which I can ignore. Can't download medical kit. Not the strongest thing, don't get me wrong. Use a program, exit the node. Okay. It's a lot of trap usage for like a single blueprint that isn't very strong. But oh well. And then you are use a program, load a program. Yeah, so these last things were pretty small. We ended up getting some like little item blueprints that weren't worth very much, but at least we got through them all. So great. We got through our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nodes. Seems good. We could have gone for the APU potentially, but I never find it to be that worthwhile. So disconnect and start running towards the team. Disable for their minute turn. Hope it doesn't turn toward me. And it's just every turn gonna run, try to get there. I think with much better programs, there's a chance I could have been done during turn 4 instead of during turn 5. But I'm not sure. So, okay, she is on the run. They're none the wiser, of course. AI has only told one person what's going on. Yep, indeed, they ran their turns down doing nothing. You're patrolling, but now poisoned, so you're not long for the world, but we can probably skip you entirely. If we use assault rifles, this guy hears us. Yeah, you are not a real threat. I can't yield because the wrong people would be going. If I shot the AR, this guy would hear. Do we think we can deal with him on the same turn? Or can I get to a spot where he can't hear me? Not really, no. I can't get to a spot where I see a 3 in this corner down here, so... Do I want the really efficient burst pattern, which will make the rest of my life easier? Or do I want to not get heard? Honestly, I think it's just don't get heard, and we just take the boring route here. Also, if they go down to 75 health, they die anyway to the poison, so I can like hit each one once, basically. Okay. But 52, 65, and then, yeah, 1 pistol shot kills. And you're just on patrol. And so our good friend Gemini over here. I don't want to get toxic at it, of course. That's in sword range. He's not hearing. Yeah, none of them are gonna give anything away, so I don't care that you 3 heard me. It's gonna be a dodge or a graze. It's not enough damage just yet. Still at 100 HP. But Circuit should have no problem here. Yep, that's a kill. So, sure, right? Run up, join the team. Well, run up and join the progress over this way. Hacker's going to beeline every turn that he can. And then, do I even need to run this far up with the hacker? Or the bodyguard subject? If that guy moves, I'm going to be annoyed. So I guess we just kind of just stand around there. Relatively safe spot, and it's fine. Yeah, they should all out of poison. A guard is missing. Finally, a body timer ran out. We get level 2 escalation. It's Tally again, dispatching Beta to intercept. Alright, where is Beta? Okay, if you've been sent to intercept, that is dangerous, because he is going to be sent my way, and 6 AP is going to be getting to around here. I think for now I'm behind cover enough that it'll be okay. But I'm not 100% on that, and these guys' patrol paths can be quite vexing. So I don't want to run to this guy, but I also don't want to get seen by him, so this is a little bit tough. I think I want to see this patrol path. Don't know if I need to care about them or not. I'm gonna go one more move up, and then this should see both. Yeah, so you are going to be a problem, and then you are at most going to see the body. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, I also need to reload, so I'm reloading no matter what. And then I might as well go down to 1 AP if I can. Now, one option here is just stunning. He'll be very low from poison. Actually, I won't even be in stun range. No, I will. Okay. I think stunning here is reasonable. He's going to be annoying, so I would see the body if I killed him, so I think it's actually a fairly efficient play. The difficulty, though, is this guy's going to be annoying, so I've got to figure this one out as well. I'm going to yield down to let Gemini throw down Anticipation. Okay, I don't know if you're turning right or turning left, though, is the problem. But an alternative here is actually... Can I okay, I can't quite reach him yet, but if I run up... I want to get in anticipation range of this dude. Okay, so you're running in that direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will not be able to see beyond that wall. I think non-Perel is fine, and these people are fine as long as he doesn't see anything. I forget which way this guy turns, though. If he turns towards the laser gate, I'm fine. If he turns towards this, I'm actually really sad. I can always just throw down Refract, and then it's always going to be fine. Like, if I throw down Refract, there's no way he sees anything ever. And then we can do whatever we want. Which I think is reasonable. Yeah, I think we can play this out. And if he does see me, he's going to see me with his last action point, and I won't be getting shot. So it'll be fine. This guy's going to run in a straight line, basically. Come join us, buddy. Okay, he was turning that way, so the wall wasn't needed. But I didn't know that for sure. You are hunting. But yeah, you're just going to move around randomly around this location. It might have been that guard being like, wait, I got debuffed over here. So yeah, he might have actually seen her. He's going to get right to this corner, and that's where he's going to stop. Yep, so we are fine. You're stunned. He's already used his turn. I don't want you to raise tally, so I'm going to go for... I'm going to try to kill this guy, so I can do so pretty easily. Partial behind the box. You can't hear me. This will be a pretty good hit. We get a decent amount of crit. Well, a little bit of crit here. That's fine. Still a pretty good shot. And that means you might that a pistol. Coin flip. Nice. It's not a graze. It was a hit, so we get the kill. And then you're poisoned. This timing's going to be really awkward. I need to... Yeah, so I need to not get seen by this dude. Which means I kind of want to be somewhere kind of weird. As long as we can act before... Yeah, I mean, this person rolled a 10, so... If I stand there, I'm not getting seen by this guard. So this is fine. I get 2 shots. And as long as we kill this guy this turn, which I think is... Actually... Not guaranteed. Alright, it's like straight up melee range biocoat, right? Guaranteed graze from proximity. Into Venom Trap. I need to guarantee the 75 here. He won't attack me yet, but I need to take another, like, 80 health off of him. And unfortunately, this guy's gun is not silenced. So... that is a problem. That is a problem. I did not plan this out very well. So 4 people can hear. If I go here, only 3 can hear. I'm not getting better than that, though. This guy's going to hear me no matter what. And the initiative is just, like, slightly too crappy. And the other tough thing is, if I make noise, she turns and probably sees circuit. Which makes it worse as well. I did not plan out my turn well enough here. This was a mistake. So I think I do have to shoot from here. And then hope I can somehow duck back in time. Which I don't think is actually going to be that likely. Now, one thing that could be good here is if I roll enough hits, he only hears gunfire once, and I might not be completely screwed. 41 is not the damage roll I wanted. Yeah, so he's concerned now. This guy has too much health, so I have to go for it again. I could go for... I think actually going single target twice is correct here. to get the recoil earning back from... Yeah, I think it's correct. Okay, cool. We got enough. Alright, well, thankfully he will die and able to duck back behind cover, but Circuit's probably getting spotted. Oh, he's not. That's huge. Okay, well, that's very fortunate. Unfortunately, though, they are sending in guards. It looks like they are actually moderately powerful ones. Of course, gunfire was heard. A body timer ran out. Both of those matter. So we have a guard captain, a F-Duster, and okay, Street Warrior, a Grunt Captain, and an F-Duster. F-Dusters are, they throw power. They buff people. Alrighty, well, you guys probably don't matter. They're still unaware anyway. They're most suspicious, I think, from the poison clouds. I'm not really worried about that one. You're unaware. You have been informed, though. Okay, so Mego's going to do something. But Kato is not. However, I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I need to cover for that. I need to not get hit. There we go. That's behind cover for only 3 action points. Although that guy dying is fairly valuable. I think I Venom Trap this guy, so I can just deal with him without having to spend any of my shots. This guy will take his 75 poison damage, but someone's got to have to deal with him, actually. There we go. That should be enough cover to be safe from this guy. And I don't believe this person does anything but turn. This guy's going to actually move, though, so that's going to be an actual cause for alarm. I'm just going to shove you into this cover real quick. Might not have been absolutely required, but whatever. This guy's not going to walk far enough to see me, so I can... delay. Deviant shouldn't be getting caught. No one's close enough. Right? Yeah, he's fine. Alright, we're doing okay here. Delay. Okay, you have been told to move. You're going in the correct direction. Are you catching the hacker? No. Okay, I'm going to delay then and let him get into range so that he can get the bonus action and movement points. Yep, is walking forward. Finds a body. Okay. Well, if we kill him, he's not going to get anything done. Need this guy to turn as well, though. Yep, you're on patrol. Again, you won't find us. You're taking poison damage. We're not in a huge rush just yet. We can keep bypassing you. And for this guy, straight line is basically the play. Don't need to reload. Don't need anything special. You're just totally chilling. Yeah, you're still stunned. You're dying to poison. It's not going to be a problem. I unfortunately can't further yield here. One thing I can try to do is I can send Tox Cloud this way. It should still clear out. Right, like, it's going to hit them, but I still have this route in. Oh, and you're going on 8, so... I can't shoot you. And shooting you is useless. So I'm going to go, like, one step over here and just shoot him. Because we are committed to killing him this turn, and you just get to live. That's fine. As long as you don't see anything, we're going to be okay. That's an unfortunate miss. Oh well. Is it jam kit o'clock yet? Obviously don't want to be in... I think it's just shoot. I think it's just shoot this guy a couple of times. I'll jam kit next turn. Unfortunate. Hit the reload so I can get one more shot, even though it's going to be lower accuracy. As long as she doesn't see... As long as she doesn't turn and see the corpse, we're fine. But she may turn and see the corpse. Oh well. Yep, so now our handiwork gets revealed. Right, we didn't play this mission fast. We could have evac'd by now if all we did is run in a straight line. We spent a couple turns doing other stuff, of course. Going for the kills here actually seems reasonable. They're just going for this guy, basically. He's taking 75 from poison, and not doing anything else, and no one else is in earshot. There's not really a downside here. And then, actually, you might be low enough already. Yeah, you are. So you're dying no matter what. We'll just reload. Again, they're all, yeah, they're just going to die to poison. This guy was going to die no matter what. It was more like getting rid of this guy. It's just, this way it's one fewer person who can try to flank me. Yield down to 1. Let her move. Yep, can't see me. And of course, they see bodies. But most of the guys who are aggroed are going to die this turn. Not all, though. That one guard in front of that laser gate is still alive, and I gotta deal with him. I don't have stun, so I have to get this kill. Shouldn't be a huge problem, but I do have to do it. So, this gives me a decent number of shots. If I had to shoot the AR, I could. She would hear it, though, which I wouldn't like. But it shouldn't be a big problem. Like, the odds at missing this often are astronomically low. See? I was never worried. He's already poisoned. I just needed to land 1 out of 3 shots at 3/4. I never get that unlucky in this game. What could have possibly gone wrong? Alright, so Row has been sent to intercept. But we've been able to slowly pick people off. We're going to hit security 4 in a second. Don't have a way around that. It's fine. Again, we've exceeded our term limit. It's fine. I might go for the preemptive kill here. This seems like a little bit more correct to just knock this kill down. Can I get you? Yeah, there you go. You're going to leave cover if I stand there and only spend 2 AP. This allows me to... I think it's... actually, I can shoot, reload, shoot. I'm probably just going to... Yeah, I'm going to shoot, reload, shoot. I don't think I'll need this stun. I think I've got too many people with guns for this to be a problem. If I want to be concerned, I can just stun you, though. I don't envision needing another stun for a little while, so screw it. Let's just burn this. This guarantees I can't get screwed. I kind of like being incredibly safe. There's some value in that. Of course, I'm pretty sure this guy's just going to knock her down anyway, but whatever. 8% chance to hit. Seems unlikely. Ah, I can't believe you missed. Okay, but now it's 20% chance to hit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's totally fine. He's not getting here quite this turn, but I'm not doing anything else. So, jam kit away. Let's get the whole squad over there. You're plenty far from the poison. It's going to be a graze. That's fine. Another graze. You're dead. Was dying to poison anyway, but whatever. And now we can kind of just stack up in this room and just defend for a while. There's not much else going on. I think I am just going to stand just in here, right behind the laser wires, whatever. Great. Just end your turn. There's a couple of NPCs still around. They're patrolling. But they have not been told, I think, by the AI exactly what to do yet. So I think they're still mostly kind of useless. We're just booking it. If I had soldiers that have more move speed, right, I'd have the coordinated charge to give +1 move point for 2 turns, plus 50% move speed for 2 turns. That's actually a very big deal. We don't have much plus move speed innately. Like, hackers don't tend to have much reaction. And yeah, I mean, nothing to do but wait for the reinforcements to show up if they're going to, I should say. We'll look for a rewind, possibly, pretty soon. This guy might need it for his second null op. Yeah, 5 turns away means we're going to need it. So, I don't think I'll get all the CPU this turn. You can see I have just a ton of IO left still. But we can knock down... Right, why was I stupid and didn't scan first? I don't know why I did that. Well, gotta knock these down. I'm gonna preserve AP over tally. That might be incorrect, but it's a choice I made. This is definitely... Okay, so if I 0 interrupt, can I get back out in time? Is the question. Because I have all these things to clean out. I know I can just simply use Rewind and get it back anyway, which is probably what I'm going to do here. One other tough thing is actual AP maximizing, because spoof costs 10, zero interrupt costs 10. I could just like, but I can't, like, I'm not gonna, you know, zero interrupt here, right? I have to burn it over there. So it might be the angle where I just sort of like end my turn on that zone, and then like I can also like load Scapegoat, because I'm gonna hack the, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna load zero interrupt and spoof right now, because during the next turn I will take the CPU, and that's gonna be AP efficient. So spoof and Scapegoat. End of next turn is fine. I have 1 AP, which is reasonable. I will... I won't have 2 charges of null op if I rewind right now. I mean, I could choose to not spike the CPU, but I still have to get through that node to get to these 2. So it's just slightly awkward here, unfortunately. Okay, I think it's probably just suck on the way back out here, and it just is what it is. I think that's the play. It's rewind this turn. You know, unfortunately not have a good zero interrupt for the way back. And oh well. That was the alternative, right? Was running over, zero interrupt right away, ending my turn pretty much abruptly. Which, in retrospect, was the better play, but it's too late now. So, small mistake. Oh well. Nope. Go this way. Ask the laser wires. Cool. And they don't know that I'm over on this side yet, because no one's been able to see any bodies or report anyone missing or anything. No one's heard any gunfire who's lived. We are just chilling. We are absolutely just chilling until we can finish hacking, which is going to take me a few turns. But we'll get more loot. We'll be able to afford buying better hacking programs, afford crafting another gun at some point. All positive things. I might try to throw down another Tox Cloud, although it's actually not close enough to these guys to kill them, so we just have to wait out their movements every turn. A guard is missing as a body timer ran out. Someone saw... Hey, okay, it's going to have some action. Cool. All right. We have some interaction. Don't mind that. All right, so what do we have here, right? We've got a street vendor, and a wildfire. So wildfires can full auto. They can be very, very deadly. Street vendors can be hard to see or hard to shoot. So we can start this out by spending 2 AP walking over. And then saying hello to a giant Tox Cloud. I want to make sure I hit them appropriately. Something like this seems reasonable. I can't tell. It looks like it's... I can't tell if it's attached to the ground or the air. So it's like a little bit hard. I know they're still working on the tech to make these UI elements a bit nicer. Catch them with this. I don't expect to get easily seen, so I'm just gonna delay. Easy tactical surge. Can't get the look ahead on them. That's fine. You're behind cover. I think you're fine. You've already had your turn. Okay. Let's go Hackermans. Alrighty. So, well, we'll load Deception. We will zero interrupt you. So let's see. It was Tally. Unload on action. Yeah, so these are both going to fire when I try to leave, which is going to be annoying. This was going to be a really annoying place to deal with, right? Tally in every action. Right? Everything is like on anything get fucked, which was going to hit all the time. So, oh, I forgot to use Rewind. Okay, well, I griefed. We'll interrupt again on the way out, basically. I'm gonna choose to walk forward first, because if I scanned there, it would have revealed the trap first, I think, and I don't mind taking a little bit of a negative right there. So can't load programs in that zone, that's fine, I won't. Download any action. Okay, so kill everything. I'm going to load the attack program so I can spike the CPU. hopefully. So, null op. It killed my attack program. That sucks. So I don't want to have to keep jumping out and back in, so I'm going to do it like this, but yeah, this is getting... Okay, so I'll leave that one for last. I'll kill these. Yeah, that's why null op is just so much nicer. And now I'm out of IO, so I can't really clean this up very well. Of course, we'll rewind, we'll knock these down, but like, yeah, CPUs are just really brutal sometimes. I didn't have nuke or anything, and unfortunately, just like attack got deloaded first, so it just took the wrong program from me. Too bad, but it is what it is. Used our spoof tokens, used our escalation blocking. I don't really want to walk onto these nodes if I can help it, because this activice is gonna do something annoying to me. I will try to remember to rewind during this turn so I have this stuff back. I can, close that down again, come back over, and it'll look a little bit nicer. But yeah, kind of a rough one. Well, AP to spare. Nothing to spend it on. Mistakes were made. Before I forget, there you go, buddy. Alright, let's see if we were right to delay beyond these guys. They still do nothing. You're useless. You're also useless. You are reinforcements, but you still have not been told to go to the right place because they don't know I'm there yet. Not until the body timers run out. So as long as you go in kind of a straight line or like a solid arc, they're just always behind you. And yeah, like they're being sent where we were, right? Of course, seeing bodies is not great. That's going to raise some tally. You're actually being told to go randomly, and you randomly chose the right direction. And then this guy hasn't gone yet, but I don't have a way of getting past that now. So, yeah. So wildfires have good armor. Melee weapons have okay armor shred. It's not great, but it's fine. So if you choose to go to the right, you're going to see me. Yes, there's the shred. So now my damage goes from... Yeah, I deal triple damage now, right? I go from doing 25% damage per strike to 70% damage per strike. And so suddenly it's really easy. You need to duck back behind cover, basically. If she sees a body, I don't care that much. Someone else can deal with it. But pretty clean kill. Random bad guy. Don't care about you. It's probably a stun angle, actually. I wasn't looking at the initiative order. I should have been, but if she sees the body, I think only those two is not enough to feel really comfortable, so let's just run up here and... Can I get the AR to... Yeah, if I go here, only one of them hears the AR. Yeah, that's fine with me, right? It's a better gun. It's going to do more. Let's just go to burst fire shots. And hey, we got pretty lucky there. Good enough accuracy. Free reload. I could send him away. He's not that useful with the gun, but he at least has a gun, so I'm going to keep him there. It's not the biggest deal, but... Alright, well, yep, that person saw some bodies, so we get a bunch more tally. And now they're going to be sent up to this side of the bridge, right? So they are catching up slowly. But our hack is done relatively soon. Alright, what you got? Yeah, these are all back up. Escalation won't matter for a while. Connection damage matters. Connection use has to always be taken away. This one is the safer one to go through because I've got one charge of everything, which is great because I can use one charge of everything. Load a program, damage to connection, download access. Okay. Just don't load any programs. That's fine. Need to reload active and passive. Actually, don't need to load active yet. That was a mistake. Download access, download, and load. Okay, just don't load any programs. We're fine. Cool. So you can run down. And this particularly gnarly thing... Oh, it's still down, actually. Oh! I misjudged the time here, I guess. I guess it just went faster than I thought it would. Cool. Okay. Neat. Off we go, then. Connection health is at... It's going to be at 34. That's dangerous enough that... No, I think 34 is going to be okay. Okay, we're down to 12 AP, which means if I run up here... If I run up there, I can't leave easily, and it's going to get really annoying, so... I'm just going to spend 10 AP on the spoof token. Because there will probably be one more escalation before we're done, and this will be worthwhile to have, so... We'll just hit that, and then next turn... Should be able to clean up. Should be fine, should be able to clean up. Connection health is getting a little bit low, but since I have everything else back up, it should be alright. I can, like, reload hard shell and overclock and all that stuff, and it'll be okay. So we're almost done here. Hacking is, you know, a large portion of the time sync, unfortunately. We get better programs a bit faster. Just overall takes fewer turns, which means these cycles aren't, you know, nearly as much in the way. And we are just chilling still. Alright, new reinforcements, so they might run into the poison, which will be kind of nice. Okay, looks like a bunch of shotgun and sword people. I think all of them normally have quite a bit of armor. You can double check. 77. Okay, looks like the sword ones don't, but the shotgun one does. Okay. Returning to post. Ah, okay, you're finally on your way toward me. Not far enough yet, but I might want to start backing up a bit. Well, easily going to be able to leave in one turn if I want to. Next turn is Tactical Surge, so I'm pretty sure during turn 13 we are going to be able to escape. But I think he'll be done hacking this turn, he'll get partway there, and then we Tactical Surge and we're out. No reason to Tox Cloud, let's just, again, be near the exit. No reason to Venom Trap either, it's fine. Alright, so let's load Disarm while we're here. Let's knock down this thing. Absolutely must get rid of the connection blockers now, because we're at 22, which is not great. Okay, Traps and Passive Ice. Any action steals AP. Exit the node, not so bad. I care about exiting the node, of course. Let's go load all of our programs again. This is, let's see, how bad is it? Can't load any action. A program. Yeah, this is annoying enough that second 0 interrupt is worth. Pop. I'm not going to go for the APU, it's not worth. This will take, oh, okay, it only took one scan, that's good. I was afraid it was going to take 2. Download access, use a program, use a program. Well, I'm going to lose some Matrix AP. But this is a level 4 suppressor that I believe works on assault rifles, which sign me up. Walk over here. We've got download access, exit the node, load a program. Well, exit and load a program. Not worried about those. Trap ice do not block disconnecting. If they're sleeping, they do not. So you cannot disconnect if there's active ice in your node, but if they're sleeping, it's fine. So next turn, we should not, you know, be dropping anywhere meaningfully. We'll take our 4 downloads. It should be fine. And action, unless the escalation is specifically damaged connection health, which I doubt is going to be the case, we should be totally fine and able to leave. So just got to make sure we have the AP to walk during next turn. Should be fine. You guys are still useless. We are leaving during 13. More corpses. Still don't really care. he can't get there on like 6 AP, so hopefully I'm hoping like maybe Glasswalker pops. I don't know if the cooldowns tick at end of turn instead of start of turn, this will actually be up. One can hope. Glasswalker plus Tactical Surge might be just enough to get him to where I want to go with 8 baseline AP and 1 move point. It's gonna be close. We'll see. Yeah, corpse is spotted. Into the poison you go, though. Thanks, Toxcloud. A little bit of damage. A guard is missing. 2 corpses reported. And escalation is... yeah, not much. Alright, Tactical Surge. Let's go knock down this camera, because it's just going to be annoying. Just hard to end your turn. I'm actually going to send you out of the zone just so you don't stay in there. We did a Glasswalker, which is cool. Again, they can all end their turns. Deviant, let's hope you can finish this up. So everything's gone, right? Sleeping, load a program, exit the node, prevent download. Escalation, you deloaded sleaze, I don't care. So the 104 AP, you can't overflow, so you keep, the 8 or 9. And then he is just barely fast enough. Like, if I didn't get Glasswalker, I guess I would have just barely made it even without Glasswalker. I would have gotten, like, exactly to here, but... off you go! Yep, my primary constraint was being able to hack quickly enough, which I, again, forgot to load programs. And my hacker being able to run fast enough, because, yeah, emissions don't get harder until I get higher power level. We got the Bodyguard through, we got 77 XP, we got people to get some more. We got paid decently well. We got a ton of downloads, right? And the really good thing is actually a ton of accounts. This is going to be a lot of money worth of accounts, which is like the primary payment here. I'll try to keep track of how much money we actually make off this, because I think I only had 1 account left over before. So we could try to like do the math. This, I believe, I forget if this is going to be a Q-gap spike or a CPU spike. But before I forget to be not stupid, let's put these programs in. Install Deception 2, install Scan 3, move them up to the top, and we'll just put the basic ones down towards the bottom that, like, if we need them, we can use them, but whatever. And the nice thing about being able to have 9 programs is, like, I can have Scan 3 and Scan 1, Sleaze 1 and Sleaze 2, Deception 1, Deception 2, Disarm 1, Disarm 2, and, like, that's actually pretty useful. It's also a world where I try to get enough room to, like, load Nuke, and then that's also good. But at least he's got the programs. That's a start. Again, it will take me 1 million to make the nanofab bench just to create for weapon mods, and that's just going to be quite the rough one. So let's go. Right, we had some accounts. I don't remember which one was left over, but let's go. We're at 118k. I'm not sure what's correct here, but whatever. I'm like trying to like get missions from her for some reason. Maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, started at 118. Got a lot of these things that are worth 3k. Okay, here's Legendary. I do want the limit break to go to 80, so here. Okay, who's the next limit break here, then? You're already at 90, so I'm not doing it for you. Updating some of my... yeah, so I don't have any of my, like, biotech people up here either, unfortunately. I mean, I guess her, maybe. You know, she sells medical gear, but she doesn't do any implanting, so that's not very useful. We'll just go for the most money, then it doesn't matter. Everyone's 3K. And then, once again, who are we bumping? The Gunrunner? Meh? I mean, him selling mods is actually of use, so yeah. Okay, so, you know, my most expensive account was maybe worth like 15K here. So I made over 100K in just downloads. And that's not counting the new file sets I got to make. It's not counting the new weapon mods I got. The blueprints and stuff here that, like, most of these, like, item blueprints are pretty crap. They're not worth a whole lot. But the weapon mods are not bad. I've got a decent number of these, right? I can start, like, at some point I can make, like, level 3 armor. That'll be kind of cool. Like, you know, decent number of weapon mods here at some point that I can use. So, like, the downloads were 100K in just that mission. Alrighty. Well, we're crafting these. Like, some of these are new as well, of course, and get to be sold. So, you know, gonna be filter out. Like, it's got to be not used by a set. It needs to have no use action. Again, we didn't print all these this time around, but I do like having more money. The more I can make, the better. We can start affording some better stuff, which is good. Buy better hacking programs and other stuff. Cool. So yeah, I was at 118. I was at 118. I'm now at 500K. Now again, not all that 400K was the files that I just got from that mission, but part of it was. Like, even if it was only half, there was another, what, 200, 250 that came out of that mission. We made triple the money, somewhere around there. Like, yeah, that's really good, right? Like, it's really effective. Okay, well, I have no missions outstanding. I could definitely buy some more programs. I can also wait. So I'm just going to talk to you right away. Yeah, so this is a basic CPU spike job. We're going to gain... Oh, and we're actually up to... We're finally up to PL7 missions now. So now I'm at 2.75, roughly. The missions offered are power level 7. So they are one step stronger than they were last time around. I still don't have access to a better cyberdeck yet. Here's a bio formula host. Here's... I mean... Yeah, at some point I need to start that mission. Carnivore. I still want to keep training up my secondary hacker in the meantime first, though. Yeah, she's in SimStream. So let's go ahead and put these missions forward. Yeah, it's a Matrix Hunt. Sure. So, it doesn't really matter the timing on this, because at the end of the day, no one's getting SimStream Trainer stuff for this regardless. But I do want my hacker to be as strong as he can be. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the rest of the programs here, because I will be able to use them going forward pretty well. So I'm just going to double check real quick. Right, the programs he's using, I've already taken Deception and Scan, but I want Sleaze and Disarm. So Sleaze and Disarm are the new upgrades that I want. He also, actually, the timing is going to be interesting. If I sent him to go get this, and I got Neural Twin or 2, that's 9 days. Now the tough thing is those missions are, at least this one, is going to be before that one. So which one's Gravity? Gravity mission is the Bioformula one, which is the hard one, which is really unfortunate. And then Endpoint Radio is, like, always going to be safe enough. Now, if I use my Field Op Center, I could probably push it back a little bit, but... I think I'm just going to buy Sleaze and Disarm and just try to run it with level 2 programs, and it'll be what it is. Sleaze and Disarm. So let's get Disarm 2. We'll buy it from our boy Potato. Let's get Sleaze 2. We'll buy it from our boy Potato. It's pretty expensive. It costs us most of what we earned from that last mission, but I do think it's worthwhile. So alright, so we've now got a much more kitted out cyber deck. The nice thing is you can freely uninstall and reinstall programs, so if I ever buy like a level 5 cyber deck, I can just move them forward. It wouldn't be a big problem. And then, yeah, I might just run this mission and then put them down for a nap. We've got a pretty, large block of time. Actually, one thing I want to do real quick is, for this mission... wait, how many tokens do I have? Do I have 1 or 2? I have a second token in a second. Cool. If I bump her loyalty to 90... she's going to start getting hype breaks much more quickly. When your loyalty goes higher, at 90 is the next breakpoint where you get the amount of hype you reset to is higher on a limit break. So because it gets right here, and tech is okay, but not my favorite option here, we're going to do that, and she's going to get limit breaks more quickly now. So I'm going to run until I get 2. Oh, nice. +1 reaction is perfect. That is basically the best roll here. Flush stress is kind of useless, so go run faster seems good. Okay, so yeah, gravity mission. 50 IO and 10 AP is solid. I'm going to grab this one as well when I get the chance, and then... Great. Gravity mission is the one, 100 IO. Okay, so Owen's going to want... So I need to get people out of detox first. Brenda and other people are going to be kind of needed for this mission, so the timing's pretty good for me, but I need to run these missions effectively, so... Alright, we're going to run this one. Okay. Next episode, we'll run these hacking missions, as well as starting up the next stuff here. So new content comes basically next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.